Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my theory tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are loads of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. There's a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available there. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please subscribe to my channel to keep updated. I've lots more in store. And now we're going to go on and look at the last paper in the Grade 1 2014 Past Papers workbook. So if you turn with me to page 14, we're going to be looking at paper S. So this was never actually sat as an exam in 2014. This is just given as an extra specimen paper for your benefit. Even though these papers are quite a few years old now, they're still of immense value for resource for your revision techniques and just to help you to get prepared for your exam. And so this specimen paper is another great opportunity to have a little practice. I always recommend that you have a go of these on your own. First of all, it doesn't matter if you go wrong. Don't worry about it. You can always just rub it out. Make sure you're writing in pencil. I use a mechanical pencil so it stays nice and sharp, and then have an eraser to hand, and you could also do with a ruler as well. So I'm hoping you've had a go of this, and now we'll get cracking and check through these answers together. So question 1 asks us to add the missing bar lines to these two melodies. So we've got two separate time signatures, so just keep your eyes peeled for that change. They've given us the first, so we've got a 1 beat rest. Now here, we know that we group things in the value of a crotchet or a quarter note, but if you're not sure, I visualise this, because my maths isn't great. I find it easy to visualise. We've got a quaver or an eighth note, which is worth half a beat. And then the dot makes it half as long again. So half of that half makes a quarter. And then we've got a remaining quarter of a beat here with this semiquaver or this 16th note. And then we can see that all of that is 1 beat. So we've got 1 beat there, 1 beat there. So let's carry on. We've got a 1 beat here. We've got a half and a half, which together gives us another beat. And so that's where our bar line will go. A half and a half, which gives us 1. And then again, you can see we've got a 3/4 and a quarter, which gives us 1, just like here. So there's another bar complete. 1, 2. Now here we've got a 1 beat note. A dot after a note makes it half as long again. So half of 1 is a half. So that's 1.5 beats, and then we've got a half beat rest, which is 2. And so we're sure that that bar is complete. Let's move on. So our first bar is a 3 beat note, because we know that a minim or a half note is worth 2 beats. And then half again, because of the dot. So half of 2 is 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. There's our 3 beats. And so let's carry on now. 1, 2 beats there, plus another beat there. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice easy crotchets there, quarter notes. And then again we can see we've got, just like we had here, 3/4 and a quarter, which is 1. There's another one. There's another one. 1, 2, 3. And then that leaves us with a 3 beat at the end as well, so we know that we're correct. So that's that done. Now looking ahead at question 2, this is no longer part of the exam paper from 2018 onwards. The newly revised exam paper no longer asks us to write an answering rhythm, so we don't need to do that anymore, and so we can just press on to the next one. So although the papers have changed a little bit since this 2014 session. In 2018 it's changed. There's still a really excellent opportunity to do some revision, but you're no longer required to do that. So let's press on to this one because this is entirely relevant. Everything else on this paper is appropriate to your new exam syllabus. So we're asked to rewrite the following melody, grouping and beaming the notes correctly. Now, if you remember, you have to group everything to represent a crotchet beat or a quarter note. So we're representing this unit beat here. There are a couple of exceptions to that where we can group in a minim or a half note. However, we need to show where each new beat starts. So we've got one beat here, and we've got one beat, and we've got half of a beat here. That's the first. There's beat 1. This is the first part of beat 2. So we need another half of a beat to complete this beat. So those two semiquavers, which are a quarter plus a quarter, which gives us a half, are actually belonging to this beat here. So don't be mistaken and think, oh, I'll group semiquavers in 4s. Well, you would do, however, they belong to this bit here. There's beat 1. This is beat 2. Now we're on to beat 3, so this is a new beam. So quarter, quarter, half, there's beat 3. And then we've got 3/4 and a quarter, there's beat 4. So we're definitely showing where each new beat falls. So here's beat 1. There's the first half, plus 2/4 gives us the second half. Beat 2 has got 3/4 and a quarter. There's beat 3, there's beat 4. So we've done the thinking now. Now we just need to beam these as we've just grouped them. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to get the note heads in place, just so I've got one less thing to worry about. And I'm keeping everything pretty much aligned with theirs as best as I can. That way I know I'm not going to be running out of space, and also I'm not going to lose track where I am and end up copying the wrong note and getting confused. There's enough to be thinking about without worrying about getting lost. So that's it. So now I can start thinking about the stems. So these two need to be beamed together to show the second half of this beat that the dot started. So here's beat 3 now. And here's beat 4, beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. There we go. Let's move on to the next question. So turning over the page, we're looking at question 4. So question 4 asks us to name the major keys as shown by these key signatures. So just we need to make sure you've done a bit of revision and you know your key signatures. They've helpfully told us that this first one with F sharps, the key signature of 1 sharp is always F sharps. Every good boy does football, and G major has that key signature. So 2 sharps is always F sharps and C sharps, and that's the key signature for D major. No sharps or flats is C major, and the flat B flat is F major. I always remember F for flat, just as a bit of a clue there. So actually this one they've already told us. We're told that 1 sharp is G major, so the fact that it's in the bass clef doesn't change that at all. This is good boys deserve football. It's always still F sharp, so we already know because they've told us that this is G major. But if you've done a revision, you know that anyway. And then here again, we're thinking 2 sharps is D major. The fact that it's in a new clef doesn't change that. So that's the end of that question. We'll look at the next questions in the next video. I do hope that this is helpful to your studies. I hope this is helping you to revise and prepare for your exam. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available to help you there on my website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.